Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Online Racing Network. I am your host, Jamie Scraft, and if you're just tuning in, this is the pre-show talk and chat. We're not GMT. A few more minutes. It will be starting very, very shortly. This is a replay of the race. This is a series that I personally do run in, so obviously I can't commentate and race at the same time. So therefore, this particular series with pure racing opposition, will be done in a racing format though, basically as it is live. I'll be flicking through all the cars, during the race, so there's a lot of unknowns still. So it should be just as exciting, if not more. Our two car classes that have both got BOP settings correct. We've got the Group 2s up front, the top 8, and then the final 8 are Group 3 cars. So two classes, multi-class racing here in G. Administrators made it sure very clearly what the cars' BOP settings were, to make sure that the race was fair for everyone running in Group 3 and Group 2. I'm thinking every 5 or so minutes we switch groups. It's probably the format I'm going to continue to run with in the season, but do please feel free to post your comments down below. Let us know what you think of this format. I want to try and do a bit of Group 2 for a couple of minutes, and then switch over to Group 3 and see what's going on with those guys, and then switch it right back. So we'll do that for today's race. This is kind of a test for us at the Online Racing Network and for Pro Racing Opposition. 2 minutes to go, guys. When my phone clock hits 8 PM, we will be going. We can get this show on the road. Of course, round 1 sees us at the Red Bull Ring. There was a kind of unofficial non-points playing race at Tsukuba. It was kind of a test for everyone to make sure all the settings were correct. Check we could enforce the rules necessary for the race to go ahead smoothly and fairly. It was quite good. Round 1 proves that. All the testing had been already done, and it worked quite a charm. I'm going to leave I've decided to leave the name tags on for this race. Just for new viewers, so you can know what cars belong to who. You'll get the correct numbers, and hopefully try and match that with the driver's name. But then going forward from round 2, those name tags will be removed to give a more authentic experience. I believe that would be the best solution going forward. But also, as I said before, please do feel free to leave your feedback in the comments. It's been a while since I've done one of these things. We are about to get going now. It's 8 o'clock. Let the engines roar. Let me just switch my camera over to variable. The guy's doing a standing start. How do I switch car on this? It's not letting me switch car. It's only my car. How do you... Oh, I have to manually do this. Okay, it's a bit weird. When the Scrappinators took the lead on turn 1, this is a bit weird. There's a new setting here as a replay. I do apologise, we might see some weird stuff. With the fight now towards turn 2. They're side by side. In third place right now, Don Dotter. He's got Jutty right behind him. Botea in the 08, or the 09. The 09. Right now in 5th. Those are our Group 2 cars for round 1. Those are the only cars entered. And your leader of the Group 3 pack... Oh, there's Yorkshire Stick, sorry, in the Group 2. Your leader for the Group 3 right now is Zoo Zims, but here comes Cop Marco underneath. Gonna make short work there of Zoo Zims. Zoo Zims under fire from the GTRs. So he's under fire for another one. Sedi? We'll call him Sedi. I'm still getting used to these names as well, guys. We'll get there in the end. We got plenty of weeks. Do like the look of those Mustangs. Got the Ritchie in the Aston Martin. Very nice piece of machinery there for B-Wine Racing. Blake also in the GTR. A popular driver on the Online Racing Network. Let's take it back to our leaders. Currently Lou Archer is in the lead as we enter lap 2. Let me get that race information on for you. This is a timed race, a 1 hour endurance race. I'm quite surprised that that doesn't show up on the replay in the corner. Just so you're aware, well, in the bottom left corner there is the how long the race has been running, so you can assume when that hits an hour, we're reaching the end. Oh, God, I sneezed. Sorry. Sorry. We got the Scrappinator trying to hunt down Lou Archer here in the second position. Don Dodder holding close behind, but whoa, a big wiggle from Lou. Looks like he's going to hang on to it here. A little bit of a wiggle there through the sausage curbs. So many fast sections throughout the Red Bull Ring, especially for these Group 2 cars. Very easy to overdo it. It looks like Lou had another wiggle there. Not sure if something's wrong with that vehicle. Looks like he has set the fastest lap there. As they get onto lap 3, the Scrappinator is going to dive it underneath. He's going to hit the curb. Both of them run a bit wide. Looks like the Scrappinator had a check up there, and he's going to pay for it greatly. Let's check in with Jutty, who's currently in 5th. He's looking towards those guys. Looks like we had a car off. It's Yorkshire Stig in the Group 2s. That's Don's teammate. Looks like there is damage on their vehicle. The number 21 not having the season opener that they were looking for. Currently in 10th. Not good when there's only 8 Group 2 cars on the circuit. But that speed should get him back up into the mix. We've got Provaz here running in the 11th position in the GT-R. He is teammates with Blake. Currently trying to use the slipstream of the Group 2 car ahead of him. You got Suzim's teammate. They're just behind in another Mustang. Looks like we got a team battle here for the first spot. Botea and Lou. Those Nissans. The Group 2 GTR variant. A force to be reckoned with, it seems, as they are pulling away from the Scrappinator around the Don. Yeah, I don't like the look of Lou's car here, guys. If I'm going to say it honestly, it looks like he's far too loose coming out of these corners. The sort of mid to high speed corners, it looks like the back end's sticking out a bit more than he'd like. We'll have to see how that progresses into the race. Scrappinator currently holding 3rd, Don right behind him though in 4th. Making some good speed. Juddy's not too far back. Got a long ways to go, just approaching the 5-minute mark here on lap 4. Let's take it back a bit. Yorkshire Stig has been able to regain a few spots. There are still a couple of Group 2s ahead. But Yorkshire Stig obviously looking to rejoin his fellow Group class members. Looks like we have Zuzims at this moment in time leading the Group 3 vehicles. That is a very pretty Mustang, if I've ever said so. As it comes in, I hate these corners. Very easy to overdo these. Just slightly too much throttle and you're out in that gravel, and your race could be as good as over as soon as you do. Precision driving at its finest through that kink. And it looks like Lou Archer has been passed for the top spot by his teammate. Botea now into the lead. Going to go back to the standard cameras for now. Shake it up a little bit. Whoa, Lou, very loose. His teammate runs wide. Oh, the Scrappinator's got a good run here. He's going to use that against Botea. They are side by side. The Scrappinator just inching ahead. It's going to be a side by side entry. Oh, a little bit of contact between the Scrappinator and Botea. I think Botea's going to back out of it. Don is loving this. This is going to give him a chance to make a pass, perhaps. Plenty of opportunities. Not even a sixth through this race. pit stops will prevail. Looks like Nuz is going for second again. He takes it away from the Scraffinator. And he's got his eyes reset on his teammate for that top spot. Let's take it back to... Let's just drop in at 10th and see what's going on. Richie here has got Zuzims in front of him now. You got Pro Bars behind. And they're 13 and 12th. Seems like the Group 3 cars are separating a lot more than the Group 2s. As we are now on to lap 5 of this event. Lap 6 for the Group 2s. And there goes the Scraffinator again. But he's going to overshoot it, and Botea is going to capitalise, shoot right on to the inside. Scraffinator is going to pull behind him. Don is also right there. I think the Scraffinator went to block Don, or did he go to make a dive to the inside? I'm not sure. Well, he's there. Whoa, the Scraffinator gets loose. Don's going to capitalise this around the outside. Should be easy pickings here for Don. And he has cleared the Honda of Scraff. Lou Archer currently in the race. Let's ride on board for a lap with Lou Archer around the Red Bull Ring as he comes out the final couple of corners here. This car sliding all over the place. It's a miracle he's holding on to it. So we're just about to hit the start-finish line here. That is what he sees out of the back of his car. Quite a nice gap. Let's see how he tangles with this race circuit. So he flings it in quite aggressively, it looks like. A lot more aggressive than I personally would. But it's working for him, so why not? As Jutty has entered the pits from 7th. Might be able to get... Oops, I didn't mean to pause it. Oh, that's ruined the immersion. Right, let's not do that again. Let's get all info. And now we can see Lou Archer's telemetry here. You can see he's down into 6th gear here. Probably going to bring it back to 2nd here. Got his teammate though right behind there, gaining. Looks like Botea has much better entry, but nothing compared to Lou Archer's corner exit. As you can see, those front tyres getting excessively worn out here. The Red Bull Ring not kind to tyres. Oh, I managed to fix it. I can't just flip through the cars now. Amazing. Yorkshire Stig has worked his way up to the 6th position. Currently nearly 2 straightaways though behind the leaders, as he gets very loose out of the corner, able to snap it and get it corrected. Yorkshire Stig looking to be struggling with that Nissan. Jutty, of course, we see him in the 8th position. Bear in mind, he has just been down pit road for some fresh tyres. And it looks like we've got a car off, guys. It's Yorkshire Stig. He's stuck in the grass. I'm not sure if he's spun on those curbs coming out of turn 1. It's a very likely place to see, as you just saw. The battle is heating up, though, over the grass there. For the race lead, Lou Archer and Botea battling pretty hard right now for this spot. Just looks like, I've said it a few times already, it just looks like Lou's too loose. He's not got enough grip to get the power down that he needs to, or he's going to be under fire from Botea very soon. A little wide there. The Scraffinator also seems to have lost a bit of pace. He was right up there battling for the lead, now it seems to have fallen off. Might have just been too aggressive on those tyres. Looks like he went for a bit of a slide. Able to hang on to it. We'll have to wait and see how that progresses throughout the race. Top marker now in 5th, just coming out of this violent hairpin. Very easily overshoot that, especially in these Group 2 cars. Very easily done. Let's take it back to the Group 3. Zoo Sims leads the way. He's got Richie right behind him in the Aston Martin. America versus Great Britain right now for the Group 3 point lead. Being round 1. Frobauer's currently 3rd in the Group 3 category. Team Vagisil itching to win. F13 road. Looks like this may be a primary fuel stop. He's taking super soft tyres also as he comes out of the pits. That gives Beauté the lead, and now we've got a battle for second though. The Scrapinator and Don now trying to decide who should fit in where. Looks like Don's going to back it out. Let the Scrapinator take that second spot. New leader at the Red Bull Ring, Beauté. On circuit on lap 4 with a 1:22.1. You can see on the right hand side of the screen, those are the average laps, well, those are the lap times of our drivers. Everyone else seems to be about 3/10 off that super fast pace set by Beauté. Before they get back to the line, we will hit the quarter mark of the race. I imagine these next couple of laps will be when most guys come down into the pits. Oh, Don Dotter though, 52 thousandths quicker that time. Not really a massive speed change, but we might see something here. He's gone for the inside. He was thinking about it. The Scrapinator's going to run wide there onto the curbs. Is Don inside? Don is inside. Scrapinator though with the preferred line. And looks like Beauté is about to come across the first spot of lap traffic here at the Red Bull Ring. I'm here on lap 11. He's going to dive it down to the inside. And there goes F13 into the pits on lap 11. With the Scrapinator also in. Let's see what he decides to do. So that's going to be 4 super soft tyres and fuel for the Scrapinator. And here comes Lou Archer flying down. So that early pit stop, and he sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:21.965. Scrapinator will come out in the 5th position. Looks like Beauté is driving away from Don. Fairly significantly compared to how we last saw them before the Scrapinator decided to pit. And for perspective, there is Lou Archer on the racetrack. If you look to the top right corner of your screen, the arrow marked in red is the car that is highlighted right now. That is Lou Archer. And here is his teammate Beauté. So there's a fair bit of gap, but reminder, Lou Archer of course did come down pit road early, in fact quite early, significantly early. We've got another car coming down pit road. Frobauer's is coming in for a stop. His first stint was on the soft tyres, as well as Beauté. Beauté is in, so is Don Dotter. Quite a few of our leaders now on pit road. Beauté is in first. He's going to be getting a set of 4 new super soft tyres. Looks like Don Dotter also getting a super set tyre. This will possibly give the lead to Lou Archer. Bear in mind he will be on much more worn tyres at this point. an extra 2 laps on those. There's his teammate in the background. Will the Scraffinator be able to beat Botea off pit road? Not quite. There he is in the 2nd spot. But a lap earlier, Scraff is able to beat Don. And also Scraff currently in the purple by 2/10. Don and Baz were in the pits at the same time, of course. Baz, the lower class Group 3 vehicle. Don ideally wants to be able to get him in this on this straightaway if he can, which it looks like he will do with ease. Pit road looking very busy. Richie is in, Sedi is in, and Yorkshire Stig also in getting fuel. Looks like they're topping it up. This is the gap up front. Botea now chasing down his teammate on slightly older tyres. He's going to use the slipstream here as Zuzims to give him a bit of an edge coming down this front stretch. Going to dive it down to the inside. Slam it in here. How about we have a good old online racing network crank it up? How about these engines, folks? That was our first online racing network. Crank it up for the Pure Opposition Racing League. These Group 2s sound fire. As Lou Archer now, those older tyres probably starting to feel the pressure now from Botea right behind him. Botea with a nice job around the outside. New Archer will surrender the 2nd spot to his teammate, but not quite. He got a good run out of 2. Is he going to carry it down into 3? Don Dotter has once again found himself in the 4th spot following the Scraffinator. Of course, Botea and Don on the same fuel strategy and tyre strategy by the seams of it here. to begin with. I think Lou Archer pitted 2 laps before the Scraffinator, and then so that means he pitted 3 laps before Botea and Don. So there's about a 3-lap difference there. Got Marco running in the 5th position right now, a fair ways back from our leaders, but having a very respectable day here in the 5th position. Yorkshire Stig still struggling around this circuit. There is Jutty in the background as well as Seti. Zuzim's still leading the way for the Group 3s. And it looks to be by a fair, decent amount. Richie and Baz there. We only have 11 cars left in the field. Possibly had some disconnections, but a car very slow here on the back. It's Jutty. It doesn't look like his wheel is disconnected or anything. There's no flashing lights. He is quite near the pit lane if there is an issue. There goes Don and Scraff behind in the foreground there. Looks like he may have run out of fuel. Luckily he was able to make it to pit lane, but that is going to be extremely costly there for Jutty. He's going to come in for fuel and tyres on lap 16. But they're now able to pull away from Lou. Those tyres must be really starting to feel the effects of running around this place. But the battle between Don and Scraff is only just getting started. They both won a podium. This first, I don't know if there's a bit of lag there. It looked like the Scraffinator got shunted by Don, but there was no contact. Here on the replay, bit of a strange thing to happen there. The Scraffinator currently in that position for a podium. Let's take a lap through the eyes of Don's eyes. Oh, I can't do that because for some reason. We'll just do it from the roof cam. A little bit wide there for Don. Oh, and the Scraffinator spins it. Struggling there to regain control. That's going to cost him heavily. Here on lap 19 of the Red Bull Ring, 26 minutes into this event. Lou Archer though back out in front here at the Red Bull Ring. And he's coming down pit road here on lap 19. Whoa, came in a bit hot, nearly hit the pit wall. Don and Scraff will pass Lou Archer in the pits. Would not appear the strategy is working too grandly. But Lou's probably thinking big picture. We'll just see how it all has to play out at the end. Caught Marco approaching the pit straight, not going to come down this time. I have to believe that Yorkshire Stig will come in this time or the time after. I'm not sure how long he can stay out there. Let's see what he does. For now, pretty comfortable lead for the Group 3 cars. Sitting in the 9th spot on the track. Richie, though, just behind in the 07 Aston Martin for B Wine. Bowers in 11th. A fair distance, a whole long straightaway behind. And here's the last of the running Group 3 vehicles. It would appear that we have lost several. It looks like Botea is going to lap one of the Group 2 cars of Shetty in 7th.